This week, which is week 7 of Design 330, we're going to focus on bills of material, BOM. And you'll see a couple of interesting clips about the bill of materials. And we'll also take a look at different types, single level bill of materials, multi-level bill of materials, and a tabulated bill of materials. These are pretty quick and straightforward. And as you've been using uh, the spreadsheet as the basis of your process sheet, we're going to create the single level bill of materials from that, which just shows the parts and how they're gotten. And then the multi level bill of materials, which you can see the multi level in yellow, shows that each thing that you make comes from something that you purchased. So that's why they call it multi level. To make this thing, I need to purchase something. To make this thing, I need to purchase something. And to make this thing, I need to purchase something. So that's why they call it a multi-level bill of material. And you'll see that a tabulated bill of materials would look like this, except that some of these sizes are not included. Some of the sizes are not there because it works for many different sizes. So that's part of what we're going to do, and that won't take you too long. It's really just to become familiar and make an Excel spreadsheet or some sort of a spreadsheet. But we're going to talk about manufacturing too. And so as we talk about manufacturing, we're going to talk about three processes: milling, which you're getting little bit of a taste of with our milling sim; turning, which is what you do on a lathe. You spin the part, you turn the part, and you cut it. And then we'll do a little bit about 3D printing. And in the next week or two after this, this information is going to become important to you as you decide what process you wish to make different parts out of. And these are all processes. The milling, we've already kind of talked about that for the block. The turning, we've kind of talked about that for the piston. And 3D printing, we've kind of talked about that for the filter. So we'll get a little bit of information about those. That'll be research. And you'll look at, for each one, a description. Advantages: when do you use milling? Disadvantages: when do you stay away from milling? And then we're going to talk about the milling sim. You're going to get a chance to do that milling sim again with a little bit more complexity as we move forward. We'll put the third axis in. You're going to cut some corners. And on turning, it'll be kind of the same thing. Description, advantages, disadvantages. These do not need to be big, large research projects. A couple of quick YouTube views that you'll look up, and maybe some Wikipedia. We do have some maybe some sources that we can go to from SME, because we have an SME member in the class, so we might get a hold of that. And then we're going to talk about a little bit saving material versus saving time. And what does that mean? So we're going to talk about it more on the turning than on the milling. And then for 3D printing, we'll do the same thing. And we'll talk about saving material versus saving time. And you're going to find that they're not the same for turning as it is for 3D printing. So that comparison is a little bit different for those two things, and it'll just give you something to think about. So that's what we've got up. And then the last one that we've got, I've got another one in here, and I don't know why I've got it saying the same thing twice. One, 2, 3. What do I have up? That should be it. I don't know why I have this fourth one on here right now. We'll be removing that one. So there's your preview for week 7, and I look forward to doing cool stuff. Again, we have a water quality seminar on Monday that is integral part of what we're going to do, and you'll have an opportunity to see some of the tools. The tool that we've gotten, which is called Social Explorer, is a very important tool for us, and we'll actually be hiring some interns in the fall to run that program for us. So that's cool. There we go. That's your preview of week 7, Design 330.